and he was pretty much just a straight body strength guy. Or a body weight guy.
Yeah, he didn't really do a lot of weights, did he?
No.
All right, we are
we live?
Live. Yeah, we're live.
All right.
Here we are. We're a little
Super
late.
Doug is down the stairs. We might have a guest.
Uh-oh, we might have a guest.
We might have a guest audience.
All right, that's cool. Jason's like, what's going on? It's kind of weird, right? Stuck between two white dudes.
Yeah, that's the story of my life, man. I'm usually the only black guy.
All right, guys, so thanks for tuning in. We're here
Super
doing
Doug.
Facebook Live. What's up, Doug? Doug is
going live?
We're going live
Want
right
to say
now.
hi real quick? Say hi to the audience. Super Doug's going to come in here.
Headed. Don't
Sneak
knock
your
over
head
your
in.
coffee or anything.
Look at this fancy camera,
Oh,
man.
yeah,
Fancy.
get down there. You can see
Oh,
yourself. There he is.
fancy camera.
All right.
There we go.
What you here for, Super Doug? Coming in for...
Doing the workout now.
Oh, jeez.
Why is this
No
guy
4
up?
o'clock?
It's this guy.
You know, Justin and Trish and Debbie are trying to fix me up with...
Oh, so we have a date tonight.
Well, it's not a date. It's a meet and greet. So
It's a meet and greet.
We're going to have like a happy hour over at Sidebar.
Oh, cool.
tonight, so.
What's her name, Doug?
I think it's Susan. I mean,
Susan.
I don't
You know he's on live, right?
Maybe
Now
Susan's
he's on
watching.
live.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
maybe
this has
Susan's
been on live
watching.
the whole time. So
I know.
I hope Susan's not watching this. You're done, dude. You're done.
Well, especially if his name's not Susan,
Right.
right?
All right, so you got a meet and greet tonight at Sidebar. What time? 7:30?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
Sidebar. Be
Who
there.
else can we get there?
I think we should all be there.
I'll go.
The
I'll
whole
go.
gym
I'll
should show up.
I was going to work out, but I might just have to go to the
We should all
meet,
just sit in the corner and be like,
Right.
it just said kicked out, kicked out. I think sometimes when they put like YouTube, a lot of things that go on.
There are lots of stuff happening. Let's see. We're 12 in here, I think.
Business, do we still have together pretty good?
It's like marriage. You gotta try like 3 or 4 before you get it right.
Yeah,
During
that
that time.
sweatpants on and your sweatshirt.
Dude, I came into the gym, the doors were all open. It was like fine when I got here, and then all of a sudden, I don't know if the temperature dropped.
No, the temperature dropped because I left this morning. I slept in this morning.
I mean, this morning I went outside, I was like, oh, is this...
Rebel.
Yeah,
I was like, is this sweatpant weather? And I was like, nah, not yet. And then I got here, and I just think, you know...
It was, like, pretty warm around 7. And then at 9,
bottom
it
dropped
just
out.
boom.
Okay, so it wasn't just me. But
No.
I was like...
front came in.
Holy shit, what just
From the
happened?
west.
Yes.
With a low
A
pressure
front, a
trough
low
came
pressure
in.
front from the west
We
came
need a
in.
green screen now.
It
We can zoom.
swooped everything down.
Right.
Wind, rain.
We're gonna have the 5 day at 5, so.
I had to shut the doors and everything. So, anyway, yeah, I got my sweatshirt on. Thank God I had this in the car. So,
I gotta
it's a
break
little
out all my
cold.
winter stuff.
I know, all the winter coaching gear.
Yeah.
Layers.
Say goodbye to the elbows and the knees.
Yes, the elbows, the ankles.
The ankles.
Right? From Chris, shout out to Chris Cusha. He's a comedian. He was a member here at the gym. Well, he still sort of is, but he's doing some competitive cycling now.
Oh,
He always has this joke in his set about, oh, I hate winter. Like spring comes out, you know, the elbows and the knees.
Right,
it's
right,
like,
right.
oh,
Oh,
you get excited when you see a woman's ankles. Kind of thing.
I'm the same way, man. I'm 75 degrees. I start complaining like a little girl. So.
That's all right. So anyway, we're here with Jason Moss. Jason, do you have a business name, or are we just going with Jason
We
Moss?
just go with Jason Moss.
All right. So Jason, I found Jason through a fellow friend named Eric Flowers. He lives in the Pottstown area, and I saw he had like a Snapchat or an Instagram picture, and he's like, you know, you were in the background with some gangster rap on, and you guys were you were cooking up some food, and he was like, he had a big display of all the food that you made, and I was like, he said, check this guy out. I think the best money I ever spent. I'll let you talk about that in a minute. But I was like, hey, what's going on? So I was so interested. I was like, what's going on? And I think, you know, that's an important part of like social media. Like,
You wouldn't have ever found him.
I would have never found him. But it was like, hey, you share interesting things. We share things. That's part of like why we're doing what we're doing here. So I saw this picture and the post, and I called him and he told me about you. So Jason, tell us what you do.
All right. I just said my name is Jason Moss. I am a chef, a personal trainer, and also ultramarathon adventure athlete. And what I was doing
Adventure athlete.
Adventure athlete, yeah. I mean, I do a lot of crazy stuff.
That sounds like
Jumping out of planes?
sounds like a Tinder profile, like adventure athlete. Like sign up.
That's a whole other different thing.
All right. That's
diving?
No, it's
I think moon bouncing, and
I
maybe
think
that's adventurous.
moon bouncing with Wesson oil, but that's a whole other story.
We had a moon bounce in here once for somebody's birthday party.
Did
Do
you?
you remember that, Jim?
I do remember.
We're not going to talk about it too much.
Was there waivers involved?
Well, everybody signs a waiver when they come in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, for the
Well,
most
if I don't sign a waiver, I don't do it. It's not fun.
We're fully,
Wavered.
yeah.
We're fully wavered. Everything was wavered. We're not going to talk about that. It was somebody's birthday party. It was a bouncy house in the gym. It was,
So it sounds like we
was
need to have
crazy.
like a side interview with all the stuff we can't talk about.
This should be
Like a
open gym
pay-per-view.
after dark.
Right, a pay-per-view type thing.
Yeah, in remembrance
Midnight.
of, we lost Hugh Hefner.
Yeah.
You know, that's been a sad thing.
There's a hero workout going along the CrossFit world.
I sent
For
it out
Hugh
on our,
Hefner?
yeah, it's the Hugh Hefner
It's
workout.
like so many hip thrusters.
Yeah, it's all kinds of weird, like, sexual innuendo movements. I sent it to Jenny immediately. And
Oh, that's right. You did. You said it on
I
the
put it
owners.
in the coaches or
Yeah.
owners
The owners'
chat.
secret
I
group.
said, "Hey, what do you think?" And
This could go
it was
downhill really
immediately
quick.
shut down. But
No, really?
and, well, it was sort of a joke. Like I didn't think we should. It was kind of
That's
funny.
a fun Saturday workout.
I think it was like a fun Saturday.
Was it Labor the Viagra 50 or what was that?
No, it was like just a Hugh
Pre-workout.
Hefner one. Yeah, there's a lot of pre-workout.
A lot of pre-workout. Anyway, we
So,
digress.
Adventure athlete.
Adventure athlete. So what I was doing with Eric is a service I provide. For all intents and purposes, it's a glorified meal prep. Now, the thing about meal prepping and nutrition as a whole is it can be very convoluted. people are very confused. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to eat. They don't know what to purchase.
I never know what to eat.
Right.
That's why I get prepared meals.
Right, exactly.
Kettlebell Kitchen.
I don't know what I'm
There
doing.
you go.
Right.
There you go. Shout out to Kettlebell Kitchen. And they don't know how to prepare it. It gets very scary. They get very overwhelmed.
There's a lot of information online.
Correct.
Maybe they're going to the gym. The guy at the gym, he eats a certain way for
Correct.
him. And then now I'm a dad who only has a certain amount of time and I can't work out all day, all that kind of stuff.
Correct.
Yeah, it can be a very
Yeah, when I go to the
Windy
grocery
road.
store and I don't say I run out of meals, I go for chicken, a steak,
And
eggs,
right.
almond milk,
Right.
and some vegetables.
Right,
I
right.
don't know what to do with all this stuff,
and
but
that's how a lot of people are. So what I do for my clients like Eric, will talk about his diet, what he likes, what he doesn't like, allergies, things of that nature, and then pretty much I give him a list of ingredients to get from the store. So he goes to the store, he buys the stuff.
So he buys all the
He
stuff.
buys all the stuff, and then I come to his house. Actually, I'm going tonight. Actually shopping right now. He was
What
calling
time
on
are you
the
going to
phone.
be there? I might just happen to
Just
stop
step
by
into-
while you're making some food.
It might be at 9 o'clock. But
Oh, that's late.
that's
Yeah.
late. I'm
He
sleeping.
keeps late hours though.
yeah, well, I 24 hours a day.
It's bedtime for me.
Yeah, but then in about an hour, I will have about 2 weeks worth of food cooked up for him and portioned up in containers. And see, the purpose of this is not just to meal prep for someone. The purpose of this is to educate them on how to shop, on how to prepare the food, and how easy it is to make healthy, attractive, nutritious food that's going to fit in the parameter of their lifestyle.
I mean, we talked before, I know, but this is to let everybody else out there know what you do. I think it's so interesting. I think it's such a cool thing that you do. So, meal prep, for those of you who are not, it's not just one meal, but a lot of people, what we do is when we're eating, we know what we should be eating. We know how much our macronutrients we should be eating throughout a week to sustain what we're doing or to help us get to our goals. So meal prep a lot of times is about, hey, I got to get enough protein in for the week, enough carbs, and enough fats in my meals. How do I do that from meal to meal? So let's make up a large number of things. And so it's done take a day, do it all, and then I don't have to prepare those things. I'm set up for the week. Because a lot of people think, are used to going from day to day, going, all right, I come home, what am I making for dinner? I think the day and time of the family that would, hey, mom's home all day, or somebody is home, and they're making, dinner's waiting for you. Everybody's on different schedules. We got kids are going to all kinds of activities, and then both people in the household are working, and then all of a sudden I'm stuck on what's for dinner. So I think there's a very smaller window than we think of people who actually get to do that. I grew up, mom was home, you came home, mom made dinner, mom made breakfast, etc. Packed lunch for me and the family and all that stuff. So knowing what you're eating and then putting it all together, becomes difficult. Sometimes it's a timing thing. So I think people hear nutrition and nutritious food and being healthy, and they go, oh man, that's going to be boring, or it's not going to be tasteful. So they feel like they're limited, like you said, Jimmy likes what Jimmy likes. He's going to be eating the same things all the time. I don't want to eat that, or my kids aren't going to eat. I don't know.
That's a very good point you brought up too, because of course, Eric is a single guy in that situation. But for people who have families, mom, dad might be into the whole nutritious thing, but the rest of the family isn't. So this allows them to still cook or prepare things for the rest of the family, but then have their lifestyle as well. Because it's like anything else. If you kind of pressure someone or force somebody into something, they're not gonna do it. So
right.
if the husband or the wife is involved and the other mate isn't, that's cool. Let them. Everybody got to do the thing.
Mm-hmm.
This way, this allows them to have their lifestyle, that person still have their lifestyle, and everything, it flows. And maybe they'll come interested and whatever, but
Yeah.
it doesn't make, oh, well, this is the food that everybody has to eat type thing. So
Right.
it gives a flexibility.
Yeah, exactly. And you learn how to make some interesting things too.
Correct,
You know,
correct.
just-
And that's the whole thing. It's about
Yeah.
education. It's about showing them, it's demystifying the whole concept of cooking.
yeah.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop you for just a second. We're going to click off and come right back on, everybody, because we're having some internet problems. So just stand by.